Hello minasan, Hikiemi Moniko desu, and welcome to another RPG Maker working stream thing. Thank you guys for coming, and I was supposed to... I'm a little bit sleepy, so sorry about everything. I haven't been sleeping well in these past few days. I was supposed to be progressing through the game this weekend, right? But I didn't. I just spent my weekend trying to get some sleep. Uh, Man, I should be sleeping right now actually, but I didn't get like much progress on the game, which is okay because now we have something to do during the stream, right? It's not everything's lost. What is up? Hello, Als. Thank you for coming to the stream. How are you doing? Thank you for keeping me company. So one of the few things I actually managed to do was change the portraits on the characters and actually put some like actual classes on the characters. I guess we can check it out. Now we have a like I changed the menu because I don't like the other one. The portraits looks too small in the other menu. So I think this is okay. Now we have the actual well, all of them are developers in here. I think it's because this is an old save game, so I'll have to start a new. So this is pretty much the same from the last time. All of the objects in here have interactions, you know? You can interact with them if you want. You have this interaction, you get the item, that you actually get the item. Now you have two items. The items, of course, they have descriptions because why not? And then you go in here. And then you get in here, right? And yeah, now they have their proper class, you know, developer, influencer, need, and a nurse. So yeah, now it works. I'm gonna replace the old save file. So yeah, I think that covers what I did in the previous stream, and I think what we're gonna do now, it's gonna be really slow because again I'm really sleepy. I wasn't sure I wanted to stream, but I have to stream, you know. So we're gonna be working in this map, but I'm also gonna be doing the sprites for the main character at least. This is something I was doing yesterday, and I was supposed to be done yesterday with this, but I was so sleepy. Like it was like midnight, and I was trying to do this, but I was feeling so sleepy, and I was like, oh, I have to finish before going to bed, but I couldn't. I just went to bed, and I didn't even get like a good night of sleep anyway, so it was kinda wasted. So we're gonna be doing this, at least for the MC, so we can like see the MC in the game, and then I'm gonna go and like make the room so we can actually get into the cyberspace, quote unquote, in the game. I think maybe moving the hand a little bit would be nice. Like, but making it two sections maybe. Like this. Like that. It looks kind of weird, right? Ah, but this is supposed to be standing, right? Yeah, it's supposed to be. It was okay. Like this. Yeah, just like that, it's fine. I didn't do much on the weekend actually. I just actually got to play some games I've been playing on my free time. I played Relink a lot, which is nice because I like Relink. Should be like this. Yeah, I guess that works as good as anything, right? But I'm actually not sure about this one. And I don't know if I'm gonna play an indie game wait, this week, because I couldn't find one that catch my interest. I know I say I was going to play like Your Turn to Die, I think it was the game, but I actually give it a try during the weekend and I didn't like the game. So I don't think I'm gonna be playing that one. It looks kind of weird. So I guess it won't be my turn to die because I didn't quite like the game. I mean, it's not a bad game, I just think it's not my cup of tea. I feel like it's a little bit like Danganronpa, that game, which is also not to my liking. So there's gonna be a double dose of God of War this week. And maybe I can drop one indie game or two, like special threat for you guys. But again, I cannot make any promises. I mean, I can, but I'm not gonna keep them up, man. I rather don't make promises that I cannot keep up. Yeah, I think that looks better, I think. Good enough. It is actually nice to be making this game because I think this is the first time in a while I actually want to finish a game. That I started making. And I don't think there's gonna be a lot of dog noises in this stream because the dog is kinda feeling a little bit down. So it's just sleeping, kinda depressed a little bit, which is really sad, but there's not gonna be noise at least, right? Yeah, like that. I feel like I'm missing something, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it should be okay. Okay, now for this one, it's the front leg that moves. Oh, I know what I'm missing. What's up? You okay, buddy? Just get some sleep. Just get some sleep. You will be okay. So what I think happened to my dog, I think it was kind of my fault, I guess, because during the weekend I go and get them their food, right? So I went to Petco and they had this like free samples of a new food they're trying to promote, right? And I was given some free samples, and I usually don't give my dogs like food that it's not their specific food, you know. But they were free. They looked good, like nutritious, right? And I was like, may as well give them some nutrition. But it seems like the food didn't sit well with them, so they are kind of like my tummy hurts a little bit too much. It's not too bad, right? I don't think they are in pain. I think they are just feeling like unwell, uh, which is not good. Uh, how do I do this? It's been a while since I did sprites. Do you want to go out? Why do you want to go out during the stream? Okay, give me a second. I'm just gonna open her the door. I'll be back in a second. Wait, hello. I'm sorry. No. I'm awake. Don't worry about it. It just took a little bit too long coming back. Uh, I just think everyone in this house is it's not feeling well right now. It's okay. Don't worry about it. I just have the amazing idea. You know, I was like really sleepy. I usually wake up at like 6 a.m. and I woke up today at 7 a.m. It was kind of late, and I was like, I'm so sleepy. My body hurts. What can I do to feel better? And I have the fantastic idea of just like I decided to have for breakfast spicy ramen. You know, I was like, I'm sure something spicy it's gonna wake me up. You know, if I eat something delicious and spicy, it's gonna perk me up a little bit. And now I'm really sleepy. My tummy hurts. I don't want to do anything, but I have to, right? Anyway, what I was doing. Oh yeah, the leg, right? I'm gonna get rid of your leg. One, two. Like that. And then maybe I can move this one. Okay, give me another second. My dog is really onto something. I'll be back, I promise. I'm back. Sorry about that. Yeah, I think maybe this stream it's not going to be 4 hours long. I don't think I can hold for 4 hours into this. And I want to take care of my dog properly too. I mean, I don't think there's anything I can do except waiting for her to like get rid of the food, right? Wait, I think there's something wrong with this. Okay, yeah, that looks better. But I have to move it. At least this one, I have to move it to the front. It looks kind of weird. That looks kind of better, right? I think maybe like this. And maybe a little bit like this. Yeah, that kind of looks like a step to me. I can just make a little bit of... Yeah, that kind of looks like a step to me. So excluding the pain and the tiredness, I was like... I guess it's okay. I don't know. It just sometimes life has some like big downs. I think I'm currently in a bad position, right? Like I'm not feeling like life is so good right now. But I know it comes and goes, right? Now this is a low. We're gonna have a high eventually. I know life works like that, so I don't feel too bad about the situation right now. But yeah, not doing too hot right now. Wait, I think I did it backwards. Nah, never mind. It's okay. But yeah, not too bad. How about you guys? How are you doing? How are you doing else? I don't know. I just say guys, but there's just one person on the stream, right? I think that's like the Vtuber curse. You have to say guys, even if it's no one in there, even if it's just one person. You have to say guys, because if you don't say guys, and eventually there's a couple of people watching, you're gonna let someone down. And if you let someone down, they unsubscribe and you lose a subscriber. I've actually been getting some subscribers, which is nice. You know, I always appreciate it. I don't know what is this walking cycle, but I don't like it. No, not like this. Never like this. I guess what I need it's this one. But I need to stop the selection. Okay, I think I have a new idea. Like this. It looks kind of weird, right? Okay, yeah, that looks kind of better. For 3 days, I've been searching a way to add a freaking overlay with RIMP. Also, my laptop is definitely... Oh no. Yeah. That's not good news. I mean, the rampy thing, I'm sure you can solve it eventually, but there's not a lot you can do if your laptop just decides to call it quits, right? Well, that's definitely not good. But I really don't know what can be done. How much waiting is left for your new laptop? If I open Spotify accidentally and it freezes my whole desktop one more time, I will commit VTuber RPG Maker MC. Let's make another game together. Making games is hard. I will commit that. Okay. What if you delete Spotify? How about that? If there's no Spotify to open accidentally, you cannot commit the mistake. Only 2 months of raising money until I get myself a new one. You can do it. You can do it. I don't know if your laptop can do it, but I'm sure you can do it. Yeah, maybe this is too high, right? Yeah, I don't think people want like this, but what can be done? I'm in kinda a rush. Maybe I can fix this later, right? I will. Wait, I don't think I want to duplicate this one. I want to duplicate this one. The good thing is I just have to mirror these ones and then it should be done. I just make the left looking ones and I just mirror them and I should be done with this. Then we can go through the game. And everything is so expensive, right? I cannot imagine getting a PC right now. It should be really expensive. Just the price of parts of PCs it's been really crazy this past few years. I mean, I guess everything is expensive right now, right? And they're just upping the prices or making things smaller, like. Just like the other day, I went grocery shopping, right? And this really shocked me out because it's been a while since I've been disaffected by the price of things. Because I usually just go and get like rice and soy sauce and stuff like that. I never get anything expensive on groceries, right? But I was going on the checkout, right, and I see a pack of donuts, right? And I was like, hey, it's been a while since I got some donuts. I want to get some, right? And I see the price, and it's $1, right? $1 for a pack of donuts, and I was like, oh, this is actually a really good price. This is nice. I'm gonna get myself $1 donuts, right? And I remember when I was a kid, that exact same pack of donuts had like, I don't remember if it was 6 or 8 like small donuts. And I was like, $1 for 8 like mini donuts should be a great price, right? Which it is. And I grabbed the packet, and I discovered to my horror that the packet only contains 3 donuts, right? 3 mini donuts, like $1, 3 mini donuts. That's an awful pricing, and I was like, you know what? Forget it. I'm not gonna get the donuts. And it seems like something really like petty not to get. Like it was $1 for donuts, but it was like not even 100 grams of donuts. And like, I know it's been a while since I was a kid, like 20 something years, right? But I cannot believe they took like 5 donuts out of the package, and it costs the same. In these trying times, you must remember the things that keep you going. For me, that's black and white doom joy. Please explain what it is, black and white doomed joy. I mean, I know the joy part, right? But I can more or less infer the Doom part, but I don't know what black and white. It's like good and evil. I don't know. The two characters from Hello Charlotte, you know, Vincent and the other guy, which is not Vincent. Charles. Anyway, let's keep going. I actually kind of forget what I'm doing if I stop doing it for a second, so please bear with me. I'm just thinking if there's some way I can invert this. So I guess I can just do this. No, I don't think this is working as I intended, but anyway. Yeah, no, that's not it. That's not it. I don't know what I'm doing, honestly. Just bear with me. Wait. Okay, I'm gonna remove the legs slowly and not painfully. And then I guess I'm just gonna Charles Vincent is Love and Life, but I mean actually black and white as in grayscale. Now I'm even more confused. Oh, it's just like the okay, yeah, I'm not confused anymore. Thank you. I'm at like 20% brain power right now, so excuse my lack of I don't know what I'm saying. This is the most brain scuffed stream I have ever seen. See, all those days of double streaming are catching up to me. And they are going to kill me. Is this too much? Yeah, that should be okay, right? Now it looks like he broke his leg. You know what? At this point in time, I don't really care. I'm gonna go fix this later. I just want to have a portrait for the sprite for the main character. And I've been thinking about just streaming like 1 or twice each week, like 1 day or 2 days every week, because this is, yeah, that's definitely not how someone walks, but who cares? Not me. Maybe you guys care, but I don't. So I've been thinking about streaming less so I can get more sleep, but I don't know. I feel like if I stop working right now, everything I have done will go to waste. God damn it, just delete the thing. Yeah. Yeah, I guess this works. Now I just have to make this one's just one, and I duplicate it. And I transform it, and I flip it. Yeah, that should be it. And I just have to change the color of the eye, because this character of course has heterochromia or whatever you call it. Wasn't plot twist? I'm making Phase U list too. That would be nice. I would like to see the sequel of that. I don't think. I don't have an idea how you could make a sequel for that, but I would like to see it. Wasn't there a theory that we only use 10% of the brain's power? I say you're overdoing it. I'm using like 50% of that 10%, so I'm using like 5%. It's okay, Morika-sama. I walk like that. Trust. I think you should stream a little less and focus on taking care of yourself. Yeah, you know, you're probably right on that, but I don't know. It's just I feel like it's gonna go to waste. Like all my effort will die. So I remember when I was actually growing up as a VTuber like a couple of years ago. It was not a lot of growing, right? It was like some growth. And I remember like my PC exploded like in my second year of like it was not even my second year, it was like just beginning to be the second year of VTubing. And I will have to close Photoshop because it's slowing down. I don't know if you guys noticed, but sometimes it gets slow and I have to reset the software. And I remember my PC exploded and I couldn't like upload anything for like 3 or 2 months. And all my hard work just went to waste. I'm gonna close this and I'm gonna open it again. And I'm kind of afraid of like if I stop working, everything is going to waste. I don't want that. Well, I think that's it, right? Now let's just save this. Now we go to the games and we go to this one and we go this one and here and I think it's characters, right? But it's had to be PNG and it should be actor 1. I'm gonna save and I'll say okay and I'll say okay again. Save again just in case, and I go here and I press play and I press a bunch of buttons and yeah, we have the main character walking like a fucking retard. Ah, but I forgot to delete the background. Now it has like a shadow on it. Yeah, and the other characters are like ghosts for some reason because I forgot to remove the transparency, but yeah, it's okay. I mean, it looks nice, right? Oh, it moves kind of weird when I go up. I think maybe the sprites are not aligned. It kind of like moves from side to side. I will fix that. It's good enough, you know. I have seen worse walking cycles in other games I have played. It's okay. Now this one, when he goes up, it looks kind of weird for some reason. And I feel it's because they are not aligned, which is kind of weird. So let me just check why they are not aligned. Yeah, I think maybe I will stream a little less. Yeah, they are not aligned for some reason. They are not aligned. Okay, I can fix that. Don't you worry. Don't you worry about anything. That should be it, right? They should be aligned now. I think it's just gonna be even worse, but who cares? Sorry, I don't have interesting topics of conversation today. I know I never do, but especially not today. I will think about something, I promise. Oh, wait. Before I save, I have to remove the other character from the pack. Let's go again. Not this. Now it should be okay. Hopefully it is okay. Hopefully it is okay. Yeah, it's okay now. Okay. Yeah, I think it's much better now. Yeah. Even running it seems okay. Wait, I should not be hearing. Okay, yeah, that fixes it. Okay. What do I do now? Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna be working in the game. So for now, I think I can close this. I'm not gonna be working on the other characters for a while. I will try to do that in my free time. Hopefully, by the next stream, I can get it done. But now we can work on the game, right? I was thinking about what could I add to this scene, but since it's just the introductory scene, right? I don't think I need to add anything else, right? You know, like you appear in here, you investigate a little bit, you move into this. It's just a transition to this room, so I don't think I need to add anything to that scene. Now we're in this, which is the cool, the last real life location of the game. The player gets in, maybe a little bit of a cutscene, right? A little bit of auto run never hurt anyone. So I think the player gets in that way, right? Let me just double check. Yeah, it goes that way. Okay. What I have been doing is thinking a lot about the story of the game, and I think this is the first time, not only on stream but in like a couple of years, that excluding Tales of the Morriconomicon, a game that I actually wanted to do, like I'm having fun doing, like actual fun. I think the other times were like funny too, but it's like something I actually want to finish. It goes this way, right? So it should be 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. Okay, so Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. it also seems that I've been having less viewers in my streams lately. Not on this stream in particular, just like in previous streams, I've been having less and less people come. It's kind of weird. I think it's because I forget to share the streams, which if you allow me to do right now, I'm gonna do. Again, it's not my forte to share my content with people. But I guess I have to do it, right? So allow me to share my stream on my like 2 social networks I do have. Just gonna take a moment. I've been thinking a little bit seriously about it, and I just noticed that aside from VTubing, I don't have a lot going on in my life right now. And I'm not saying that in a sad way, like it's just like facts, right? I mean, I guess I have my dogs, but it's just that's more of a responsibility than an achievement, right? I don't think it's something I can say I'm proud of. I mean, I'm happy they're okay, but just gonna share my content with all my like 9 Tumblr followers, which are like probably bots, but let's do it anyway. Because I don't think my work is gonna get me anywhere. Like, wait, what is happening? I want to add a video. Yeah, from web. Okay, yeah, that works. Vtuber. Okay, I think that's enough for sharing content. I'm checking the questions. Not exactly questions. It's just topics of conversation, right? It says the slope AAA game studios are pulling out these days. What do you mean the slope? The slippery slope of the. You know how bad they are doing, or like the pipeline they are making us go through. Like honestly, I'm really mad with AAA studios right now because I'm always mad at AAA studios. But to be specific, I'm a little bit disappointed in like Atlas, the Persona publisher developers, right? Because they released the remake for Persona 3, right, which is like I would say like one of my top 10 games of all time. And I was really hyped up by the remake, right? You know, it's a game that could definitely use a remake, and I think the remake it's really successful in making a good game like better, at least in the mechanics of the game. And I was a little bit disappointed. It was not unexpected, but I was a little bit disappointed when they didn't release the female MC. You know, everyone in Persona 3 loves the female MC, the FemC, and but it was kind of expected, right? But it's kind of complicated, like putting 2 characters that are like canonically the main character. I know Grand Blue Fantasy does it, but Grand Blue Fantasy is amazing. And that was kind of expected, and I'm okay with them not doing it to a certain point, right? But the moment they decided to sell as DLC something, the base FES version of the game, I don't know how to explain this to people that haven't played Persona 3. Okay, so they released Persona 3, right? And a few years later, they released Persona 3 FES and Persona 3 Portable, right? Those are 2 games that expand on the base game. You could call them like complete edition, right? For explanation sakes, they are like the complete edition of Persona 3, right? And then a bunch of years later, they released Persona 3 Remake, and they decided not to include the expanded edition content. And then they sell it to you as DLC when that used to be base content for the complete versions, right? So they are selling you the complete version in two parts for whatever reason. And I know they're probably going to expand on it a little bit. They are going to add a bunch of stuff. So yeah, they have to make their money back somehow. I understand that much, right? But it's just too greedy, right? You cannot compromise, because I think that the answer, which is the name of the episode, I think they are calling it like Aegis episode in the remake. That's like a really important part of the story, and the fact that you are gatekeeping something so important from the players through DLC, through paid DLC, like really expensive DLC. It's like $20, I think, like $16, 15, I don't know. That's not okay, right? That you cannot gatekeep story with DLC, with paid DLC at least, which makes it more fun and sad, because I was just reading, I just started playing like God of War, and I was reading they are gonna release another DLC for God of War Ragnarok, which is completely free, and it's gonna be like 4 hours. So we have the Sony Santa Monica Studios giving for free a bunch of DLC for God of War, really complete DLC, really fun DLC, and on the other hand we have Atlus trying to sell me like 10-year-old DLC for like $20. To be honest, I'm not a big fan of DLC, even if it's free DLC. I'd rather people just give me the complete game from the beginning, right? So I don't have to wait months for DLC. And what happens if I lost my connection to the internet? Am I never going to be able to receive the full game even if it's free? But I guess having it free is the least of two evils, I guess, right? Break Ceiling fell face first. Hello, UltimaxCom. How are you doing? Thank you for coming to the stream. We're talking about the AAA companies, right? Which suck. I feel like the fact that they don't want to sell you a complete game anymore, so they can just be lazy. It's funny in a sad way. I think it's not funny. I think it's just sad, right? Anyway. I did play a couple of indie games last Friday, so I hope you guys liked them. They were interesting. I wouldn't say they were my favorite indie games ever, but they were good. I actually really like the illustrations for Angel Blood. If you haven't watched the game, you can go to the channel and watch it a little bit. I think the illustrations for that game are really, really good. Like that's the quality of illustration that it makes me wonder, right? Some people try to sell you like their art for like, oh, I'm gonna like charge you $20 for some crappy art, and yeah, I'm not one to judge. I don't know how to draw or anything, right? However, I think I'm entitled to judge the price people put in their art, Yeah, you can say like, oh, my art is worth $100, but that doesn't mean it is, right? That's why the market regulates itself. And I feel like people sometimes charge too much for art, but then I see the art they make in games, for example, Angel Blood, and I'm like, yeah, that's definitely worth $100. Like, if someone were to commission that art for their game, I know the developers in that case are the artists, right? And they are doing the art for free for themselves. But if someone will charge you $100 for those illustrations for your game, I think it's fair to charge you that much, because they look amazing. Like, they really elevate the visual novel. Well, the visual part of the visual novel really nicely. I wanted to remove picture, right? Erase picture, yeah. Oh, but wait, it's picture two. Again, sorry if I'm just mumbling more than usual. My brain is melting right now. Yeah, conversation, right? Yeah, I don't think I need this one or this one. Okay, what other question do I have? The complex nature of life. That's a big topic of conversation. I don't think life is as complex. Well, living life it's not as complex as it should be, but like the origin of life and how everything happens, it's actually quite amazing. I will never understand life at a biology level, which is okay because I don't really mind. But living life it's simple, but I think like humans just overcomplicate things. Question: what are better realistic alternatives to DLC for AAA games? You know, I don't think a lot about that, and I think there needs to be a middle point between no DLC and DLC, right? And I don't think DLC as it currently is, it's just that the gaming industry right now it's filled with so much cancer right now that like for example, I think there's a few evils right in the game industry. I'm gonna grab my pen and paper for this. I'm gonna need it. So I think the worst offender about expending money like in games that it's not justified, it's battle passes, right? You know, battle passes, season passes. Season passes are like whatever, right? But because it's just like time DLC, but like a battle pass, it's the most egregious thing I have ever seen because I really don't know how people like really pay for battle passes. I know people just waste their money how they want, right? But like paying money so you can get the chance to play the game to unlock content that should be unlockable by just playing, it's nuts, right? Like for example, I am a big fan of Granblue Fantasy. I guess you guys can tell, right? And the battle pass for Granblue Fantasy versus Rising, it's $8, right? Which is kind of cheap because usually battle passes are like $20. I do know that the battle pass for Nike it's $20 and it's like a battle pass each month. So yeah, the game is free, but you expect me to be spending $20 each month for a couple of like items and a skin, right? Because I know the skin is like, oh, the big deal, right? But there's no way. You know, I'm a professional graphic designer. I let you guys know that, right? I know how much effort goes into making skins in 2D games. I know how much effort goes into making skins in 3D games. I know everything like rigging, modeling, everything. I know Live 2D. I don't know how to use Live 2D properly. You can see my model is pretty basic, but I know how it works. I know how much effort it takes. And there's no way that it's okay to sell $20 skins. I'm just saying no game should be selling you a skin at $20 because you can just imagine how much skins they sell, right? Like they pay the rigger and the model and the modeler like Illustrator, if it's like to the uh, like 2K, right? They paid both of them 2K or like 20K at most, right? Let's say 40K. Let's be gentle and say 4K, right? Uh, and then they make like 400K in the first month of the skin, and they just make a bunch of money, and all that money goes to the CEO of the company and everything, right? And we need to stop feeding rich people money. You have to understand that when you get a skin, you're not really paying the illustrator or the modeler or the rigger or whatever, right? You're paying like they already got paid. They already got paid, right, for making the skin, right? And paying $20, like I could open Nika right now and show you, like $20 get you like 20 draws, a few upgrade items, and one skin. And I would say like the best battle pass I have seen is the Granblue Fantasy versus Rising, because it's only $8, right? Which is not a lot, but then you have to keep into account that it's every 2 months. So I have to pay $8 every 2 months, right? How much is that? It's $48 a year, right? $48 a year. It is. 36. No, wait. Yeah, $48. I was right. So it's $48 a year. So I paid $60 for the game, and I have to pay $48 every year to get the content, right? And on tops of that, because even if you get the battle pass, you have to get the season pass, which is a different thing, which gets you the characters, right? So I have to pay. Actually, I paid $80 for the game because I got the special edition, right? And I have to pay. I think it's $30 for the battle pass, which is $110. And then I have to wait $48 every year. So if the game has a lifespan of 3 years, I will be paying about $260. Oh, but you have to add the second battle pass, so it will be another. So I will be paying about $100 per year, so I can enjoy the complete game for 3 years. $300. That's like, there's no way a game is worth $300 for 3 years of entertainment, quote unquote entertainment, right? Because you have to remember, the fact that you pay the battle pass doesn't give you the right to the content. It gives you the right to play for the content, which it makes no sense. It's like, hey man, can I pay you $20 to work for you? Like, no, that doesn't make any sense. This is nuts. Battle passes and stuff like that are the cancer consuming every game with live service, I swear. That is the little things I know about this kind of. Yeah, it's really bad. You see, because even games that are not exactly live services, like for example, I've been playing Granblue Fantasy Relink on the channel, right? I love that game, and it's nice and everything. I got the special edition, you know, like $180 for Granblue Relink, right? Which includes like a bunch of things for free, but not all of them, right? So I know they are gonna be selling a season pass for that game eventually. It's an offline game with a story mode. Yeah, it has online play, but whatever, right? They're gonna be selling a season pass for the game, which is gonna be $40. 220 right now, right? And just the other day, let me open the door for my dog. Give me a second. I'm back. Sorry about that. So, the other day I was losing my mind because can you imagine being me, someone that doesn't have a lot of money, and spending almost $200 that may as well be food for me or for my dogs in a game just because I really loved the game and I really wanted to support the developers and the industry, right? And just 2 months, not even 2 months, you know, it's been like 5 weeks because this game was released on February 1, right? The 1st of February. And it's currently 18th of March, right? March 18th. So it's been like 6 weeks since the game released. And they are already releasing DLC. And it was like $5 for 3 emotes. You know what emote is, right? When the character moves, right? You know, it dances or it says hello to you. Like, I'm sorry, but I have rigged 3D models before for work, and there's no way a character moving their hand for like waving to you, it's worth $3, right? And there's no reason why you shouldn't include that content in the base game. And even if you're gonna include it afterwards, it should be free, right? Because you know the worst part about this, it's like they find so many ways to make money with that and exploit people that you just get like a budget enjoyment of the game just because they want to make a bunch of money. Because you know, in a year or in 2 years or something, they are gonna release something like Relink Complete Edition, and it's gonna be like $100, and it's gonna include all the DLC, and it's gonna be like, it's really the complete edition only $100 when all the complete DLC it's like $500. Like, you can even, and that's not even the worst offender, right? There's a bunch of worst offenders. You can go. I think the worst offender I have ever seen, it's The Sims, the game The Sims. If you go to the Steam page of any Sims games or like a bunch of EA games or whatever, you will see that the base game it's like $60, $20, $40, right? And you go and see the DLC tab, and you can see you can end up paying up to $5,000 of DLC. Like, why on earth would you pay $60 for a game and then spend $3,000 or $5,000 on DLC? Like, there's no reason that makes sense. Because even if you think, oh, okay, it's worth it or whatever, the game should be free. If you're gonna be selling me that much DLC, the game should be free at the very least. More important question: what do you think is the optimal price range for indie games? EIIP. What? Example: DLC, battle passes, skins relative to its size. Look, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think indie games should have DLC. Paid DLC. I don't think under any circumstance an indie game should have DLC, because if we start making like, oh, Jesus Christ, I'm sorry, I just remember something that made me really mad. Indie games are the only saving grace of the industry right now, and if we start adopting practices from AAA games like DLC, battle passes, and stuff like that, we're gonna ruin everything. I know indie developers need money, I need money, everyone needs money, right? But there's better ways to do it. I don't think you should monetize your content like that. Just make sure you can offer a good base experience for a game, and you can always like the workaround I have seen developers make. It's make a game in chapters, right? So you can make a good game at your own pace, and you can fund the next part of the game with the previous part of the game through donations, through the price of the game, which it works, right? I think the one of the right models to make quote unquote live service paid content monetization stuff, it's making a game in chapters. So I can just pay for what I get, and if I don't like it, I don't have to pay for the rest, which works for me. I remember like an indie game I played not so long ago. I don't remember the name of it. It was like a tower defense game. It was trying to include like daily missions and a battle pass, and the game. I'm sorry about this, but the game was trash. Like it was not a good game. It was really bare bones, and the fact that that's the thing. If you as an indie developer, I think indie developers are amazing, but a lot of them need to learn a lot about game development, right? I think they are fantastic programmers and they make fantastic games. They tell fantastic stories, but a lot of indie developers don't know about a lot of about game development, which I think is something really really important if you want to make a game. So the fact that you are like investing time into thinking about daily missions and battle passes and DLC when you don't even know how to make a proper base game, I think it's a really bad thing to do. Uh, it depends. I don't know. I don't agree with even if the game is free for an indie game to have DLC or like microtransactions, right? But There's something really important about DLC and digital content, just all of them, right? Loot boxes, everything, that we need to understand to have this conversation. And it's that you don't own anything. Like, we barely own the games we get. That's why I like to get games in physical form too, right? But the games you get, you barely own them, right? If you get a game on Steam, you own the game as long as Steam wants to, right? Which is totally fine because games usually last forever, or you don't even, by the point they are gone, you don't even care anymore, right? But there's cases like the what happened to Skullgirls, right? I don't know if you guys know what happened to Skullgirls. That like 10 years later from the game release, the developers just have a change of heart and decided to modify the game and remove the fan service from the game and a lot of illustrations for the game. And they updated the game, and if you updated the game, you lose the original game forever. Because you don't own the game. And if a AAA company with a bunch of servers and a bunch of money and a bunch of infrastructure cannot secure me that I will have the game with me forever as it is, I don't think an indie developer with only like a laptop can do it, right? And I'm not trashing on indie developers for not having the infrastructure. You just have to be real and know that you should not offer DLC and a live service that you cannot maintain with only a laptop. That knowing your limits, it's part of the battle. It's like half of the battle. So if I'm gonna get a free game from an indie developer, it's nice. But then the developer is gonna ask me to spend $20 just to get some weapons or just to get some like bits of the story or a new character. And then the developer is gonna be like, you know how many games I have played on itch.io that the developer just deletes and uploads again? Imagine an indie developer doing that. I don't think indie games are the environment to be doing DLC and paid content and season passes and battle passes and stuff like that. Even if it's free to play, it's not the environment to do it. Because just yesterday I was searching for indie games to play for the channel, right? And I came across a game that it's called Jigoku Train that I played before, and I was like, why is this game on new releases if I played this game like a year ago? And I go to the itch.io page, right? And I see my comment is not there, and it's because the developer deleted the game page and uploads the game again, right? Then there's no comments and there's no anything. It's just a fresh page, right? Now imagine a developer doing that. Like, they release a free game, and oh, the game is free. Then they release a bunch of DLC to make the game complete. You paid for the DLC, and they delete the game and they upload it again with all the DLC you paid for free and more DLC, right? You're gonna feel like you got scammed, which is what you did, right? And there's no way for preventing people to doing that, and I don't think indie developers should be doing that. Of course, it's just my opinion, right? I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure I'm right, but I could be wrong. Because I don't see, like, maybe only if it's like a gacha game. But then again, why would I be playing a gacha game? Like, just go and check games like those indie HoloLite games. I forgot the name of those games. There is one like Vampire Survivors, but it's a HoloLite game. All of those games have a bunch of content, and the game is free, and all the updates are free just because the developer really likes HoloLite. And it's an amazing game. I would say like that game, it's worth like $20, but the base game is free and all the updates are free. And why would I be paying for DLC of other games if that game is free, right? You have to, again, the market regulates itself. And I'm not saying you cannot make extra content as an indie developer, but I have seen people doing like, they have a Patreon, right? Or like a coffee or something. And it's like, oh, if you donate $5, you can get all the DLC for this game forever, for example, right? Which is, it's nice. It's a nice way of doing it, right? You can make a game in chapters instead of releasing DLC. It also works just fine. But like microtransactions and DLC and season passes, no. Like, definitely not season passes and battle passes. No, that's something I don't want to see even in AAA games. Now I forgot what I was doing in the game. Sorry about this. Because I don't know if you guys remember, but I mean, if you're too young, you probably don't remember, right? But in the 90s, the games used to have expansion packs, right? Like, for example, StarCraft used to have like the Broad War expansion, which was like $20, I think, at the moment, like $10, $20. And it was a bunch of content. It was like a whole new game. It just like inserted into your previous game to make it bigger. So instead of releasing StarCraft 2, they just released the Broad War expansion. And it was a bunch of content, a bunch of fixes just packed in a really nice package that you could have. It was also physical form, it was not digital. And I was okay with expansion packs, you know? It was like, oh, an expansion, a really big expansion to a game I already have. It's really nice. But then we started getting like DLC, season passes. I don't know. It's just not the way to go for gaming. Sadly, I don't think web and mobile game developers are concerned about game ownership that much. Well, yeah, they are not, but that doesn't mean it's not something that is needed, right? And I also not to speak ill about anyone, but I have noticed that people that only release games for mobile games, for mobile phones, sorry, mobile devices, I guess, and web, it's just usually people that just want to make money. And we go back to the topic of conversation that I was saying the other day, that it's just I cannot trust a developer that only wants to make money. It's okay, everyone wants to make money of the thing they do. Me too, right? Uh, but if you only do things for money, the product is not gonna be a good one, right? And you only need to grab your phone. I don't know if you have a Android or an iPhone or whatever, but I have an Android phone, right? So you go into your Android phone and you go to the store. Let me find the store. I never used freaking store in this thing. And you go to the store and you like start scrolling to search for games. Let me search for games. Categories. Games. Where the hell are the games in this thing? I'm sorry, I don't really play on my phone. Anyway. And you search for games, you know, in your phone on the mobile store app thingy. And it's just a bunch of cheap games trying to take your time and probably your money. So it's like mobile gamers, right? I don't put a mobile gamer on the same like tier of actual gamers. So I don't put mobile developers on the same tier as like quote unquote normal developers. Yeah, that sounds kinda mean, right? But it is the truth, right? And yeah, you can make amazing games for like mobile or web. I mean, Gramble Fantasy is a web game, right? But again, you have to be motivated by more than money, and if you're motivated by more than money, you should care about the practices you put in your games. So I think that the first job of every developer is mobile games also have such cancer ads. There's some weird ones can't escape from. Yeah, that's true. I used to think ads were a good way of monetizing something without being too intrusive, but somehow the industry makes like managed to find the most annoying way to put them into practice, right? Like if every time you start the game you get like a 5 second ad, totally okay with me. If you're getting ads like every 5 seconds you're trying to play the game, everything you unlock something you get an ad, that's not good. Again, it all comes from the greediness, right? I think it will make the world a better place if we stop being so greedy. Like if we just take the money we need to survive, and I'm obviously talking about the billionaires of the world and not the small people trying to make money. We all should be okay, right? There should be enough money for everyone if people stop hoarding money. It's not only about games. I think like streaming services like Netflix and Prime Video and whatever other things people use, Disney Plus, I guess, HBO, which is now Max, I think. Like streaming services were really cheap back in the day, and they've been upping the prices more and more and more just because they can. It's not that they need to up the prices; they just up the prices because they can. And it's the same with games. They're gonna up the prices until people just cannot afford them anymore. But people just will find ways to afford them, and it's like an infinite cycle. If I were to categorize, it's there are gamers, game devs. Wait, let me read the foot comment. Games, gamer devs, business devs, and businessmen. Right. Sadly, it's always the businessman which takes the decisions. Like the decision making comes from the businessman. I don't know, man. I haven't done anything in the game. The game industry it's in such depressing state right now. Let me just work a little bit. Sorry. The keyboard ASMR. I forgot. I'm. I swear one day I will change the hotkeys. One day I will do it. Maybe for the fourth anniversary of the channel. No matter how many or how few people are on the stream, well, yeah. The other way not getting distracted is not streaming. But then I don't have the desire to work. I'm just bound to not do anything. At least the conversations are nice, right? Gonna give a little bit of explanation here. By the way, Moriko, it's good that you're an idealistic game dev. But the world, well, it's more realistic and pessimistic most of the times. Believe me, there's no one more realist and pessimist than I am. And it's not that I'm being idealistic, it's just that people really don't realize the power they have. Like, it's easy to complain about things and just go with the flow, right? I think a lot of people do that. They just complain about the world, like, oh, the world is really bad. I hate that people have to do this to survive, and then go and do the same, right? That's a really easy way to live, right? Like, for example, I'm gonna put a good example to you. You know how hard it is to make it as a VTuber, right? Like, there's like thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of VTubers, right? And a lot of what people do to have success as a VTuber is just make a female model with really big titties, right? You know, a woman that is bouncing the meats in front of the screen, and they like, oh, I love you guys. Thank you for coming to my stream. I love you all. Come here and be my little. They just like use their sexuality to succeed, right? The sex appeal, whatever, right? Sex sells. That's true, right? And they just have success and make a bunch of money. And yeah, I'm envious of people that make money because I would like some money, right? I like, just like everyone else. But I'm not willing to sell my principles, like to sell my soul, because I could complain and do the exact same thing they do and have success, right? But I know that I'm harming the industry, I'm harming everyone else, I'm harming young people, you know, because I'd rather people see me as a VTuber because I'm fun or cringe or whatever than see me because I have big titties, right? And I'm like playing as if I was female or something like that. That's just not right, and I don't think I have to explain to you guys why it's not right. And you can do money doing the right thing. I know people that have really good success in life, and they were doing the right thing, and it's harder doing the right thing than it's doing the wrong thing, and that's what a lot of people do the wrong thing, right? But it's easy to complain and say, like you say, money is God. Yeah, money is God. Well, I don't need God, right? Who needs God? Not me. Not a lot of people, and you do the right thing and you convince other people to do the right thing, and when everyone does the right thing, the people that do the wrong thing, they are not gonna be having success anymore, and you can fix the world little by little, right? But just doing the same thing as everyone else does, knowing it's wrong just because it's the only way to go, it's not gonna fix anything. And you don't have to believe me, again, this is just my opinion, and I know I'm right on this one. And you have to do your best, right? If you want to do something, just do it. Like, the only person that can stop you is yourself. But I, at least for one, with my opinions and my practices, will try to make a better game dev community for everyone. And maybe I can do it, maybe I cannot, but I will try. So yeah, I think you should look into that a little bit, right? It's money, it's good, yeah. But you know, there's only one God in here. It's me. I'm just kidding. So yeah, it's not about being like idealistic or realistic. I think the reality of things is people have the power to change everything, right? Like, people can just, like, imagine Twitter, right? Like, Twitter became X or whatever, and Elon Musk got the money to do whatever he wants, right? But the only reason, like, even if you're a billionaire and you get Twitter with all your money, because money is God, like you say, if people just were willing to stop using Twitter, then money doesn't mean anything, right? You can get all the social networks in the world with your money, but if people just decide to stop using them, your money has no value, right? So money, it's not God. What is God? It's people. Everyone together, that's the union of people, that's God. And I know I'm sounding probably pretty cringe right now, but that's the truth, right? So if you don't like what Elon Musk is doing with Twitter, just stop using Twitter. That's what I did, right? And if everyone stops using Twitter, then it's over, right? And you can just search for a new social network. You cannot do it. You know, if you're not making money as a developer, just try something else. Or if you're not making money as a VTuber, do something else, right? You can always just get a normal job and pay your bills or whatever. Mariko, it's not black and white. The options are you just sell your soul or not. It is, right? I don't think there's a gray portion in this predicament, right? It is you help perpetuate what is going on right now, or you search for the solution, right? And if you stand in a middle ground, well, that's good. But if everyone starts, like, let's say the world is 80% black and 20% white, right? That's gonna give us a good 100%. So if everyone stays gray, we're gonna get the equals amounts of black and white. But there's more black than white, right? So we need some people to switch to white. And when enough people switch to white, and we have 50-50, then we can have some gray. Right? Yeah, there's varying shades of gray, but the darker the shade of gray, the black it is, so it may as well just be black, right? And again, I'm not telling you what to do, guys. I will never, right? I'm not your mom, and I don't want to be anyone's mom. I'm just saying what I do believe it's true. And in this case, I know it is true, right? But then again, you don't have to listen to me. I'm just someone that wants to make games. And maybe be a Vtuber sometimes. And I'm also someone that wants to go to bed, but I have to make this game. I forgot what the character was saying. And only that your brain creates the games that later like games. I'm gonna set the parameters. Okay, yeah. This one. Okay, let's check if this works. Oh wait, I forgot to put the... I always forget to put the self switch. Okay, let's go. Oh, I think you should not be doing this. Actually, I think I never checked. Yeah, I never checked that. Okay, I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna check the possibility of this. Yeah, the character got stuck. I think I didn't get the movement quite right. Okay, so I'm gonna go and fix that. It's this one and this one, okay. So it's this one. And I think the other one is around here. What's up? You feeling sick again? Damn it, why do you have to worry me so much? Should be a nice doggy and don't be sick, please. Okay, so I got something running here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, it's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I put 8. What is up? What do you want? You want to go to sleep? Oh wait, I loaded the wrong file. You know, the worst part about having dogs is just looking at their face when they don't know what to do because they're feeling sick and you cannot help them. Or maybe... Yeah, this one too. Okay, yeah. So let me check everything is working as intended. And then I'll go and fix the window on the other side. Yeah, nice. Nothing of this is passable. Yeah, this one's passable. Damn it. I'll go fix that one too. This soundtrack always reminds me of like Persona 4 for some reason. Like 3 too, but I think it just has the Persona vibe. What do you want? Moriko, in your opinion, is it wrong for indie devs to add DLCs, or perhaps not wrong but bad? I don't think it's wrong or bad, but I don't think it should be necessary, right? I mean, if you are a developer, if you're your own boss as a developer, you have your schedule that you want to follow. So you are not in a rush to release anything, so you should not be needing to use DLC. And I'm sure there's a like a proper way of doing it. I'm sure there is. I just cannot see it right now. Which one is this one? Oh, it's in here, right? I think it's this one. Should be a star, right? I think everything is working just fine. Yeah. I need this one. Where is that one? It's this one? Yeah, I think it's that one, right? Let me just check again. I mean, you can just always upgrade your game for free, right? Like, if it's small enough to don't, like, require... no, it's not that one. That it doesn't require to be a new game. You can just update it for free. And if it's big enough that it could be its own game, then just... Damn it. What do you want? Okay, give me... Ah, it's because things just go on the bottom, right? Okay, give me a second. I'll be back. I have to take care of my dogs. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Can I maybe hear your reasoning? Yeah, of course. I don't need a reason for them to not exist. I need a reason for them to exist. And I cannot find a reason for that to exist. Like I mentioned before, if it's a small update, just give it for free. If it's a big enough update, just repackage it as a new game, as a complete version or something. There's really no need for it. The same with battle passes and everything. There's no need for them, right? Yeah, the need is money, but money is not a reason. Money will never be a reason. Like, if you just want to make more money, just make a better game, like a complete game, or make another game. I don't know. If you need DLC to make your game good, then sorry to inform you that maybe your game is not good, right? The same goes with, like, I love Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, but the fact that they are just releasing a bunch of DLC, I'm sorry, but it ruins the game for me. God damn it, these dogs are just really annoying. I forgot what I was doing. I was trying to fix this, but it just ate up the chalkboard, right? Where is the... You know what's something that surprises me about dogs? It's how they can be... Like, oh, my tummy hurts, but I still want to eat. How does that work? Do you presume the devs are well off in reality, or do you suggest for them to only make sufficient and no more? I suggest them to make enough, as much as the game allows them to do, as much as they deserve. You know, but people don't make what they deserve, they make what they can make, right? There's a bunch of, like, music and rappers and people that make a bunch of money and they have no talent whatsoever, but that's life, right? And I'm not presuming anything. I don't really care about the personal life of everyone else, of anyone else. I'm just saying you what it's objectively the truth. Again, if you want to make more money, just make a better game. Just make more games. Okay, that should fix this one. Did I have something in here? I feel like I had something in there, but I cannot see it. Yeah, these ones too. The servers and the screens. Okay. The servers and the screens. The servers and the screens. They should be... It's the green ones and the pink ones. Okay. The green ones and the pink ones. Damn, I cannot find them. Oh, here they are. Okay. Also the floating thingy, right? I forgot what the floating thingy is. Like a floating circle. The floating circle and the screens. Okay. The floating circle and the screens. The screen should be this one, I think. And the floating circle should be this one, I think. Yeah, that's it. Okay, yeah, it's fixed now. It should be fixed now. Okay, so it should be fixed now. Well, okay, that's gonna be fixed. Okay, it's the complete console should be in here. No, in here. It's this one, right? So yeah, it should not be passing through here. Apply, okay. just to make enough, that is absurd. There are future, family, and many life considerations. Only those well-off can do this leisurely. Game debt itself are as unstable as an income as it is. Well, maybe if you cannot afford to have an unstable income, you should not be only game deving. I have a real life job with full hours and I can barely make it out, so I don't think it's a question of game deving. I think no money is enough right now, and if we just say we can't do anything that is required to make more money just because we need the money, then when do we draw the line? If I need money, can I just go and just dispose of people to steal their money? Can I just scam old people out of their money, selling them like insurance that they don't need? Because I know people that do that, right? And it's not illegal. It's not illegal. You're just selling them something they don't need, and they don't know better. And if you ask me, that's the same thing as selling DLC, right? If you're selling me something I don't need under the pretense that I do, it's the same thing as selling like insurance scams that don't actually do anything, but you're telling me that I need them to survive. So it's just about where you write the line of your own morality and ethics, right? So yeah, selling DLCs, it's not exactly the same as scamming people, but it's not too far away. And you have to see some DLC scams to know they are really a scam. Again, I'm not telling people what to... Damn it. Okay, I should not be doing that. Okay, I think the lower part of the servers can be an X, right? Yeah, the lower part of the servers can be an X. Okay, this one should be an X. Yeah, I'm getting the hang of the sprite of the tile set thingy. I also think a lot of people think they just deserve the money just because they do the thing, right? Like, I hear a bunch of influencers complaining about that they don't make enough money to survive, and it's, you're not supposed to. You're supposed to have a real life job and do the influencing as an extra little thing. Like, this is the perfect soundtrack for a social link. It's not a dichotomy, the options not just scams or not. The extreme ends are not the only feasible options. Well, I think you will find they are. Like, eventually you reach extreme. Then again, you don't have to believe me. Okay, yeah, I think that works. I wonder if I can put like a door in here, which would be really nice, but I don't think I can do it, right? Because if I do this and then I go to doors in here, I don't think I'm gonna find a door that... Ah, damn it. Oh, I could make like this one, right? Like or something like that, or like a sound effect. That will be nice. Because these are the only two SF doors I have to choose from. And I don't think one of these are like double doors, right? Like maybe this one? Like maybe I can put this one in here. Just let me check. Yeah, it doesn't look that bad, right? Let me check how bad it looks. I'm gonna make a save, so I don't have to play this every time. Oh, I still need to fix this. Yeah, I forgot about that. So I'm gonna save in here. Yeah, it doesn't look that bad. So maybe I can open it and just go in. So is game devs not a job? Wait, game developer is a job, but a business, it is a business. Are game devs expected to be hungry artists? I mean, no one is expected to do anything, but things just are, right? You can ask anyone that only does art, like illustrations, music, games, anything. It's not easy, you're gonna be hungry. Like, only like 1% of people get lucky. If you put yourself in that situation, it's your fault, and it doesn't excuse you of doing anything you have to do to get out of it. Like, if you put yourself in that situation, it's your own fault. Like, I could be complaining, like, imagine I didn't have my real life job, and I only did VTubing, and I don't get any money. I get zero money from VTubing, right? And I will be here complaining like, oh guys, I'm dying of hunger because I'm making videos and I'm not getting money. And it's the fault of everyone else. And I will have to do anything I have to do. I'm gonna do clickbait thumbnails and I'm gonna put myself some big titties. And I'm gonna do like clickbait videos with a bunch of like outrageous like, you would not believe what I did to save my dog or something like that, right? And people will be, it's not the right thing to do, right? And if I put myself in that situation, it's my own fault and nothing is expected of anyone but the things you do for yourself, right? So it is what it is, again. Okay, so it looks good. I'm gonna keep that door there, but I have to go and fix this. Well, let me open the door for my dog again. Can you just not be annoying for like 5 seconds? Are you okay, buddy? You're worrying me a little bit. You can like you can hear she's feeling unwell because she's not crying, right? You have seen like for the past like 3 weeks she's been crying at this time of the day for food every day, and she's not crying right now. So you can see like she's not feeling well. I'm kind of worried. Like, do you think like one small thread can make you feel bad? I think I'm gonna like post the name of the food in the server just in case. So if you guys have pets, you don't end up feeding them that kind of food, because like if one small pellet of food just make my dog this sick, I don't think it's good food, right? And it's supposed to be like all natural food, but I really don't think all natural is like feeling well in her tummy right now. Anyway, oh yeah, I have to fix the glass, but I cannot find the glass. Where the hell did I got the glass? Did I got it from here? And I do need to get new glasses because I've been having a lot of trouble. Like last week I was having lunch with my parents, and my dad was like, "Can you pass me the ketchup?" And I was like, "Where the hell is the ketchup?" And it was right in front of me, but I just couldn't see it. So I think it's about time I get new glasses. I had these glasses for about 10 years now, I think. So yeah, I think it's time for them to go. Where the hell is the glass? I could use this glass instead. Should be here, but I can. It's here. Yeah, I see it now. I see it now. Okay, it should be okay now. Oops, let me choose the two. Okay, yeah, that's fixed. And everything in here is also fixed. Yep, everything is working as intended. Except maybe not this, but I'll take it. In my opinion, the extreme anti-cell is as bad as the extreme cell all. Well, you will find out that I'm not. I would think anti-sell is just me saying every game should be free. I think that's anti-selling, which is not the same thing that I'm saying. Moderation is key. I do agree in that. Okay, so okay, this one. So I guess I need to add some events for this, right? So let's just start adding stuff to them. I'm gonna go to the first room and I'm gonna grab any event with text in it, like this one. And I'm gonna go to this one. And I'm gonna start adding stuff. If you agree, then why all EAP are bad? Well, I didn't say all of them are bad. I just say they are not needed. And the moderation is, if I'm already paying for something, I wouldn't need to pay for anything inside of it. Even if it's free, even if the base app is free, then just sell me the full version. Don't sell me things in like chunks, right? And any good developer, like any actual good developer and coder, knows that coding everything in parts just make everything worse. Like if you're coding everything, this part is, I'm gonna sell this one and I'm gonna add this one later. It just makes the whole code just a mess. So from the developing standpoint, it's also not a good deal. And the moderation is just make the thing complete and just sell it at full price. So you get the money you deserve for your work. And you're not unintentionally scamming anyone, or intentionally. Okay, so this is the board, right? I think for a change, I should make not this character talk, but the other ones, right? So we can have some variety in the conversation. So I'm gonna go into, well, I don't need to go anywhere. I can just grab it from here. Let's just make Ikanyan talk a little bit. So I can just delete this one and delete this one and I paste this one. A little bit of insight into every character is just nice every now and then. So free to play is bad, and as you say, not all are bad. Then what aren't? Well, if you're selling me something, if you're talking about games, if you're selling me something that I can still get for free if I play the game, then it's okay. And it doesn't affect the balance of the game. Like, let's say, I don't know, you release a skin for a character. The game is free to play, and you release a skin for a character, right? And you tell the player, hey player, you can pay me $5 if you want this skin, or you can play 500 matches, right? So me as a player have the choice of just play the 500 matches and get the skin for free. I'm giving you my time. Time is money, right? Games need player bases, so you're getting something in exchange and I get my skin without having to pay money. Or if I have enough money and I can just spend it in stupid shit, I can just pay you the $5. That's a good way of doing it. DLCs is already one of the most tame IPs compared to gacha. Well, you see, gacha is really good, actually. I know people really hate gachas because they don't really understand the gacha concept, which comes from Japan, and you don't have to like it, much less understand it for what I see. But most of the gacha games, at least the good ones, you know, not the gacha games that spawned after the gacha boom of like 10 years ago, they have like a spark mechanic, so if you save enough crystals, you can get what you want. You just have to be mindful of how you spend the money. And you can, in most gachas, you can just do just fine with free units and free stuff you get from the game, right? You just have to play the game. And then again, a game is about playing, not about spending. So if you let me play the game instead of spending money, I think it's okay that you also let me spend money. But if you only want me to spend money in the game, then it's not a game. Okay, so there will be Ika, and then I should grab, first I duplicate the event. But I'm gonna change it to Regina, right? To this one. Oops. Wait, is this the right one? Is this the right one? Yeah, it's the right one. Gacha is good. Gacha, it's better than DLCs. This is Casey coming from you based on all your previous words. I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying, sadly. I think you're just like hyper-focused on your, like, of what you think it's correct in this situation, which it may as well be, but... Look, if you go and play a gacha game and you complain about the gacha mechanics, I think you're just dumb because it's a gacha game. It's in the name, right? If you're telling me something it's gonna cost me money from the beginning, then I don't have a problem, right? But if you're telling me I'm gonna play like an action-adventure game and you then sell me DLC, action-adventure games are supposed to be single player and no interaction with any outside like transaction or like addition. So that feels more than a scam, right? Nobody's forcing you to play anything. Nobody's forcing you to pay for anything. And if you play a gacha game knowing it's a gacha game, and all gacha games just are very obvious gachas, then again, that's more like a personal problem that people have with gachas than something wrong with gachas. And you can say gachas are like a great business because they make the most money, right? And you will think it's because a bunch of people that spend money in gachas, but if you see the figures, you will see like it's a small portion of players which actually spent a bunch of money in the things. And I've been playing gachas for like 15 years, I think, like 10 years at this point, right? And I do evade a bunch of gachas because they have really shady tactics. But for example, Nikke, you can get any unit you want in Nikke if you just do 200 draws. And based on my calculations, you can get 200 draws in Nikke every 2-3 months. So that's about 5-6 free units every year that you can get for free just by playing the game. And it's really good. And that's not counting if you get lucky, right? So yeah, you can get more things if you pay money, but you don't have to. The only thing you have to pay skins for money for is the skins. Gacha requires luck, DLC doesn't. Come on. Now. Well, yeah, it requires luck, but you know you require luck to get it, right? And you know what you're getting. It's usually like a character or like a weapon in gacha, but with DLC, you don't know what you're getting, right? Like, I don't know how to explain this to you so you can understand, because you're just basing your idea of the worth of the money you're paying on what you are quote unquote getting for the DLC, but you're not thinking about like if what you're getting should be sold to begin with, right? I don't think you're understanding the core issue of what you're saying. And it's just like gachas need that mechanic to survive, right? Like all of the gachas are free to begin with, and the only way to be releasing characters every now and then it's to sell them in gacha, because if they just keep making characters and releasing them for free, they wouldn't make any money, right? They will have to sell you weapons or something like that, and that will be pay to win. And I know, like, selling characters, it's kind of pay to win, but people that actually play gachas just play gachas for the waifus, not for the play to win. No, you don't know. If you tell me you are getting the new DLC for Elden Ring, which is this new place with these new enemies, yeah, but I don't know if it's gonna be good, right? I don't know. It might be the worst thing I have ever played, and just because the base game was good, doesn't mean that the DLC is going to be good. Again, it's about the base game, right? It depends on the base game you... Crazy pills shouldn't be used this freely. Yeah, I agree. You should stop taking them. I worry about people sometimes. Okay, this one was Regina, right? So... the other character, and we have the base for the conversation, for the inspections, and then I can do it faster. Free to play bad, gacha good, alright. Well, gacha is free to play too, but yeah, you get it now. Now I think this conversation is going in circles, so I'm just gonna end it now. Okay, so we have the base events now. And I'm gonna switch. I got kind of tired of that music. Okay, so switch to a different one. Again, I don't know if I should be using Grand Blue Fantasy for this, but... what else should I do now? Okay, we have 1, 2, 3 characters, okay. Ah, but I forgot to change the text in this one. Symbols. That's a good insight on that. I guess I can take this guy. It's time to make some progress. It's time for the keyboard ASMR right now. Should be this one. I think it's okay if I repeat this one. Wait. Just gonna use this one for every bet. Switch this once to table because I forgot to do it. I think it's only 3. So we have that. Oh, it's about time to get lunch. Oh, I think I forgot to do lunch. Damn it. Oh, it's because I overslept in the morning. Yeah, that's true. So I'm thinking that from the... Wait, it's a really cool idea, so I'm gonna show you guys later, probably on the next stream, because I think I'm gonna finish it in this one. Then you go and you get to hang out during the... A little banter between characters, it's always good. I think that's something people usually forget on games when they have a bunch of characters. It's to make them interact with each other, because they usually just interact with the MC. So I think it's good to make them interact, even if they are like secondary characters, to interact with each other. I think a game that does a really good job, and it's a game I didn't get the chance to play, but I have seen videos about the game, and a game that does a really good job at this, it's Omori, I think. It's a game I would like to play. I didn't watch the full playthrough, so I don't know the full story of the game, but I have seen that the characters have a lot of banter, right? Also, the Persona games also have good banter, especially I think they did a great job with Persona 5 Strikers, which is side game, like not non-canon technically, but that gives you a lot more of interactions between other characters that are not Joker. I think that's something really important, especially in RPGs where the personality of characters, role-playing, it's very important. So that's something to keep into account when doing this kind of thing. What else? What else can I do? We have this one. We have this one. This one's this one. Not adding to the conversation whatsoever, but I finally added the freaking overlay. Let's go. That's how you do it. By the way, if you're making a game in Rempi, make sure to add the thing where you move the mouse and the camera like follows the mouse a little bit, like it makes a little bit jiggle. I think that's a really cool thing to do. You can see it in the previous game I played. I think Angel Blood. You can see it like if you move the mouse, the camera pans a little bit. I think that's a really good thing for like main screens. I love rampy games, but like most developers usually go with the default screen, which is the menu to the side and a static picture, which is totally fine. But I don't think like adding that little jiggle movement, it's too complicated and it adds so much to the presentation of the game. So again, I'm not telling you what to do, but it's something I quite find I find quite really enjoyable, Rampy games. I remember back then I used to have I'd love to, but I have no idea how. Yeah, that's gonna take time. I will try to find out. Maybe I can see how you can do it. I also have a little problem with Rampy. Not with like the idea of Rampy, but with the engine itself. Because every time I try to play a Rampy game, it would break my graphics card, right? And I think it was a problem with the NVIDIA drivers of the card. And I ended up I looked it up, and the explanation was too big for my big peanut brain. Well, at least it's not a small peanut brain, right? It is quite nice. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna understand it either, right? There is a reason why there is a reason why I don't make games in Rampy. It's because my small peanut brain can also don't understand it. But it is what it is, right? But yeah, it will be nice. I can wait to see what you're doing. Hopefully it's a secret and pretty enjoyable game. Okay, so oh wait. I think I forgot to add that rule to the stream rules, so I'm just gonna mention it now. Okay, so I have a little bit of a problem in here, and I'm not sure how I'm going to activate these things, right? Because my idea was like you trigger the event from this PC, and then I can make all the characters go this way. I will need like to despawn the not show followers and then spawn some events with the character models, and they just make them walk individually. So one can get in here, another one in here, another one here, and then they go in, and then DMC, as DMC, you can walk in here and get in here. And then after you get in here, everything activates. That's gonna be a little bit complex, and I don't think I have the time to do it today. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. I will do my best, right? I'm feeling better right now. I'm feeling more awake. I think I just needed a little bit of spicy ramen to heal myself. They do say spicy food have like healing capabilities, right? It might be just copium, but maybe it's not. Bam, bam, bam. I'm just gonna keep adding the conversation events, right? So this will be the event to activate. I don't think you can walk into that chair, right? Yeah, I don't think you can walk into that chair. Nope, you can't. I'm gonna have to move that chair just in case. You can walk into this one, which is nice. Damn it. Okay, I'm gonna have to do it twice. But where is the... Is this one? Yeah, it's that one. Sorry about that. Okay, now you can go. But I cannot be the only one without a chair, right? So yeah, that's better. I'm gonna switch soundtracks again. You know what? May as well play some Granblue Fantasy while I'm doing this, right? Nice, yeah. Let's get some Granblue Fantasy done. Hope it's not too big of a distraction for myself. Okay, so this is gonna be the final event, so I don't need to go. We can go and check in here. Okay, I'm just gonna copy these events. Gonna make it a door. Okay, so I'm thinking what to do next. But I'm not sure what should I do next. I think I got stuck in here. I'm gonna get stuck in here for a while. I think I may as well just add the other conversation topics, right? The other things. Let's go with this one. I'm gonna go right to left. Yeah, you know what? I think the Grand Blue Fantasy fights are a big distraction. So I think I'm gonna not fight anymore. I'm getting too distracted. Although it is kinda a waste of time if I don't play gacha while I'm doing this, right? May as well. Wait, is this one? Yeah. Serenity Moria. I think I forgot to change the name. Someone just indirectly called Helldivers 2 as smaller, dry, odorless of a game. And how did that make you feel, Max Also small notebook. Yeah, I don't know about Helldivers. I haven't played the game. For what I have read, it is a good game. But I couldn't say for sure until I play it. Yeah. It's not a Moriko stream until I can play some Grumble Fantasy. That gives me all the energy I need. I just copy this one and I copy this one. Oh, I need to add for this too, right? I think I can add some documents in here to give it a little bit more. Yeah, only a pair of documents, right? Not too much documents needed for that. Wait, have I gone mad or did your name used to be Ultimax Chrome? I don't really remember. I remember the Ultimax part, not the other one. No, it was Com, right? So I will try to finish this room as far as I can go during this stream. I feel like I'm missing something in here. Oh god, please don't tell me that. Okay, yeah. I feel like I'm being chased by Ghost with transparency. Okay, I think everything is working as intended. I don't know if I should add like interactions to this. Yeah, I think I will, but just let me grab my notebook. So I need to make the flow chart for this string of events, so I don't get it wrong. Okay, so it's okay, I have it now. Add interactions for every single tile. You know that will be hell to the players. Imagine like adding an interaction to every single tile. A tile, a tile, a tile. Floor, 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 floor. And they activate. And they activate in like player touch instead of action button, so you don't have a control that if they. Oh, that will be hell. Okay, just gonna make it for the hell of it. I'm not gonna leave it for the final game, right? But it's gonna put it in a place it cannot harm anyone. You mean kinda like this? Oh, you cannot. Why cannot? Can I go through them? Ah, it's because it's the same as characters, right? But I should be. Oh, I have to make it through, right? But I should be able to walk through them, right? Or I can make it below characters. I'm gonna make it below characters. Wait. That's it. I'm adding a room filled with player touch events just to justify the psychological horror attack. And the interactions is just the name of the object, like chair, table, floor, plant. It's not a description, it's just the name of the thing. Yeah, that's it. That's actual game development right here. Let's see if it works like this. This will be absolute hell to play. This is the most psychological horror thing I have ever played. You have a character with mental illness that has to count every tile on the floor. Oh god, no. I'm just gonna delete this. This is too much psychological horror for me. Another raid. What else is next? Okay, so I have to make an event in here. This will be player touch. Same as characters, player touch. No, action button. This will be... Okay, this is gonna be a little complex for my peanut brain. Related to that, how dense should your game optimally be? How much interactions in an area is too much or too little interactions? I would say everything should have interactions, and then it goes to the player if they want to interact or not. There are some people that don't like to interact with things. They just like to play the game straight up. And people that want to get more of the game and they just go and interact with everything. But I think the duty of the developer is make as much interactivity as possible to make the world feel alive. Of course people never do that. Especially not AAA companies. I personally believe some things should be left on the visual part. If you can see a flower in a pot, you don't need the text saying a flower in a pot. Unless, of course, there is a key in the flower pot. Oh, there's a key in here. Yeah, of course, I agree with that, right? If something is so obvious that it doesn't have to be stated, you don't have to state it, right? I'm using this room. Yeah, you know, it's like empty table. It has some food stains on it. It's not the most creative thing ever. I agree with that. I'm just trying to use this room to give every character a bit of, like, personality, right? Because maybe this interaction is not the best one, but in this one you can actually read some of the thoughts of the characters. That's like some silly and some not silly, right? But yeah, I do agree. Not every room in every game should be filled with that, right? Although I'm kind of guilty of that, but that's the nature of RPGs, I suppose. You know the classic, a trash can, it's empty. It's the classic. If you don't have an empty trash can in your game, are you really a game developer? No, you are not. You need to put an empty trash can so Manly Badass Hero can say his catchphrase, right? Okay, so I have this event and okay, I need some Shishikamirai. It's two, right? Or like, if there's some commentary the MC can add to have more to say about the environment and personality. Uh, the line, a trash can it's empty, it's kind of interesting since there's really no way to convey that the player, especially in a top-down 2D player game. Or maybe just have too many things to analyze at school. Like you don't know if the trash can is empty until you look at it. It's the Schrodinger's trash can. We can call it the Schrodinger's. You have to look at it to know it's empty, right? And maybe you throw like a plastic bottle into the trash can, and when you look, it's empty again because it's a void. I feel like I have seen that in a game before. Man, I freaking hate Monica's. Wait, what? What the hell is this? God damn it, Ant App giving me a error. I'm gonna close the game. You know, that's been happening to me lately. I don't know why Grand Blue Fantasy is giving me these kind of errors. Damn it. Okay, it's fixed now. I do like the trash can jokes, you know, the empty trash can thing is really nice. Or just expose more personality, depress a trash can should I go in it. Joyful, an empty trash can makes me happy. Why will an empty trash can makes you happy? But yeah, I agree, that's a good idea to expose more personality. Is it really a void or is it really there? If you check again until you wake up the next day and there has been mysteriously emptied. Yeah. Nice. There's an ant in my screen. There's an ant in my screen. What? Like a real ant in real life? You know, that reminds me, something really weird happened to me once when I had a laptop back in university like 10 years ago. I don't know how, but a bug got into the screen, like between the screen and the... inside the screen, I don't know how to explain. And it was walking inside my screen, and I was thinking like, I'm gonna kill the bug, I'm gonna smash the bug. But if I smash the bug right now, it's gonna get stuck in my screen. So I have to wait until the bug decided to move enough to the edge of the screen, and I just blow into it, and I just managed to get the bug out. But it was really weird. I don't know how a bug can get in between my screen. That reminds me, in the talking about trash cans, in the there was a trash can in the Silent Hill game I played on stream, and there was a used pregnancy test in it that has to do with the lore of the game, and that was really good to see. You know, using the trash cans as evidence for stuff. Nicely done. That was a fun stream. I hope they release more things like that so I can play them. Trash cans in media, what would we do without them? Yeah. Someone, and not me, should make a game where a trash can is the actual protagonist of the game. I mean, we have a game about a toilet, why not a game about a trash can? Okay, but I'm gonna have to manage this with a new variable, which will be 9. Will be... if it's 1, 2, 5, right? 5. Well, I don't need a variable for this right now. Right. It's gonna be just action button. It's gonna go. Then we're gonna have self switch, A, apply, and then we go to the second page. It's gonna be self switch A. This is truly a trash talk of all can. Pessimistic, a trash can, it's half empty. Optimistic, a trash can, it's half full. Wait, but it's not the trash can being a half full a bad thing, and a good thing it's that it's empty. So it wouldn't be that the positive thing to say the trash can it's half empty, and the negative thing will be half full. Oh, it's too full. I have to empty it sooner than expected. I haven't been watching the actual game making the entire stream. How are things going, Moriko-sama? Good enough, right? I've just been adding some conversations, but I'm actually going to make the characters go into the pods now, so I'm kind of stuck thinking how should I do it. So to say this, it switches to go to the pods, right? And then you go to the pods. Shobushio. To be honest, I think it's time to finish the stream right now because I'm getting really hungry. Sorry, and I want to go to sleep. I actually need some sleep today, so I think I'm gonna finish the stream right now. You know, not a lot of progress. I actually fixed some problems with this scene, so that's good. I didn't fiddle with this anymore. I make all the interactions for this. And I fixed some problems with the tiles. I did finish the player sprite in the game, right? So it was good progress, right? I will try to make some work outside of the streams. Wait, I forgot I cannot. This goes here. Yeah, that goes there. Okay, good thing I checked. Okay, yeah, it works. So my idea is just doing this, and I'm gonna change the variable, right? So we go to each one of the pods, and every time we click into this one, we remove one character from the party. So we let them go in all of them, and then we click something in here to make a noise, and to change the variable, right? And all the variables are ready. I just go back to the PC. I click begin, and I go back into the final pod, which is the MC pod. I go in, and then we finally go to the digital world, which will be the next part of the game, which the actual gameplay finally begins, right? I think overall really good. I will try to improve some of the interactions, right? I don't feel like empty table, it has some food stains, it's worth anything, so I will try to improve my interactions with things. I think all of this gives a good insight into the character's personality. Why did the contents of the trash can were the friends we made along the way? You know what? Just because we are talking so much about trash cans, the thing I'm gonna do before I go, it's add a trash can. Where's the trash can? Where is it? This is a trash can, right? So yeah, I'm gonna be adding one trash can to every room. Here, yeah. That looks like a barrel. I'm not sure if it's a trash can, but maybe it is a trash can. I don't know. I don't think we have an actual trash can in here, so I'm gonna use that one as a trash can. Yeah, so I think that's gonna be all for today's stream, right? Thank you guys for watching. Nice conversation, some not so nice conversation too, but that's okay. I did enjoy working on the game a little bit. Again, I was too sleepy and I could not progress a lot. I was also getting too distracted with the conversations. But I think it was good progress nonetheless, right? To Tomorrow I think I have Granblue Fantasy, so I hope to see you guys in the Granblue Fantasy stream. It's gonna be a lot of fun. You know, I love my Granblue Fantasy, and I can play 3 Granblue Fantasies at the same time, so it's gonna be great. I'm gonna be continuing with the game on Thursday, I think. I'm not sure. I forgot how did I make the schedule. Anyway, this week we have Granblue Fantasy, game making, and God of War. Not a lot of indie games, I think, or not games at all. But yeah, it was nice. Sorry guys for making the game so short, and the stream I mean. And I will see you guys in the next indie game stream or whatever I decide to do with this channel. Thank you for watching, and I will see you later.